I just wasn't at peace with myself, with who I am, and I honestly just felt like I could take it. Like I could take the feedback that I would get from all angles. And when I carried that burden, it was something that now I feel like a completely different person, Nessa. I just do.
I've been thinking about what Corey said, and he's right. I need to take some time to myself.
Whew. Goodness.
What's wrong?
He's finally down. How you feeling?
Tired? Last night was rough.
Yeah, it was.
And I heard you in there talking to him. You're like, why don't you like me? Just like me and go to sleep.
I had to call you like, Shy, please. Felt defeated.
You know what? I feel like you always learn second time around doing things you could have done better and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I just think taking like an hour out of the week of like trying to turn off my brain and turn off being a mom, it's worth it for me. So I found this company. They do postpartum, belly wraps, and recovery experience. So I'm excited, weirdly, to get my stomach rubbed on.
I think it's a good idea. I'm here to support you fully.
Thanks, babe. Zach is taking care of Ace so I can get my first belly wrap session. I really hope it helps me feel better about myself.
Today, I would like us to honor your womb and the transformation that it has gone through, the changes that it's also continuously going through. Are you ready to wrap? A lot of different cultures do belly wrapping or binding to some extent. This is a Malaysian one, which dates back like lots of centuries. So a lot of times we don't get the postpartum support that we deserve and need, so.
So you said to do this for how many days, you would say?
Yeah, so I would do it during your whole postpartum period. Go ahead and take a deep breath. Do you feel constricted at all in your rib cage? You feel supported? Okay.
I'm gonna be able to do this myself.
Every mom says that, and you will get the hang of it. You know, every day give yourself some grace. Yeah.
Give yourself some grace. I should start doing that.
The kids are in school, and I'm going to talk to my doctor about what my mom suggested, taking baby steps to face my fears.
There you are.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
Tired. I get scared to go to sleep just because of the nightmares.
I'm curious about what you're trying and what you're noticing is helping or making things worse.
What does help is doing the grounding exercises. Like that helps. Like taking a shower, and while I'm in the shower, kind of recounting the entire situation in the gas station while there was a shooting, and then come back to like where I am, and that helps calm me down to go to sleep.
Your shower idea is quite good. Showers are very grounding.
Mm-hmm.
But when you tell the story, let's make sure that you finish it.
Okay.
So all you could control is what you did in that moment. If you can tell that part of the story, Maci, we're starting to rewrite the helplessness. What would that sound like? In that moment, I wasn't helpless. What I did do was...
I did find a safer place. I did call 911. I did figure out that the bathroom had a deadbolt lock on it.
You did? You did absolutely everything you could do to keep yourself safe. So when you tell the story, tell it with that in there.
Yeah.
How do you feel about putting that into your story?
Much better.
What are you thinking?
Kind of at a point where I'm wondering if going into a gas station or even just like pumping gas might help, even if it's really hard.
There's a difference between throwing you in the deep end of the pool and you're wanting to go swimming.
Yeah.
Those are two very different things. Where are you with your motivation for going to a gas station?
I feel like I want to go swimming.
You want to go swimming? Okay, then you are ready.
Tyler's experience with ketamine has been positive so far, and I'm really glad that he found a type of therapy that works for him. Even though I still take medicine to help stabilize my mood, I don't talk to a therapist on a regular basis. And now I'm wondering if I should check in with someone more often.
What else have you been up to?
Being at home and taking care of the kids, doing all that, really.
So basically said that I was doing therapy and you said that you were gonna get into it.
No, I still haven't.
No.
No.
Are you thinking about it?
I mean, I have every now and then. It's just like, do I feel like I really need it? No. Do I know that you should probably do it even when you don't feel like you need it? Yeah, but
Yeah.
Tyler does his own sorts of therapy. He did therapy for a long time, and his therapist said, I think we're done here.
Would you ever do that ketamine treatment that he's
I don't know.
If it works,
What's that like that? Yeah, supposedly it's cured like a lot of mental health disorders and anxieties and like lots of crap like that. When he said he wanted to do the ketamine stuff, I was like, well, I'm here to support you.
Yeah, that's all you can do, support.
Yeah.
Tyler just finished his second appointment with the ketamine therapist, and I'm really interested in hearing what he's taking away from all the visuals he saw during his session.
I'm just gonna make it a little bit more flatter and full the middle.
How did it go with your therapy thing?
I mean, it was pretty much just like checking on what's going on, how am I feeling, and
Oh, okay.
was I able to use anything that I experienced? And I was like, yeah, I actually got irritated, and I told her about how I was able to kind of like close my eyes and think about what perception I was being irritated through, and like the visual helped me not be as mad for as long.
That's crazy.
It gave me something to, when I close my eyes, to like visualize and then focus on myself and like, bro, like chill.
Right, so it helped you deter
Yeah, I was like, so the
it.
visual helped me like,
Put it right here.
it helped me have a space in my head to kind of like regulate myself quicker.
That's
like, more
amazing though, that
efficiently.
it can like, that you could pull from that when you got frustrated.
Oh yeah, she did say something though in the session about, she's like, it sounds like your 16 and 17-year-old self, no one held the space for you to emotionally process why your behaviors were so erratic.
No, they
like
didn't.
they just were like, you're bad, you challenge authority, you have a temper problem,
You're a bad
suspended,
kid.
you're a bad
Yeah.
kid. So you were suspended, you were taken away from your peers. She's like, when you were sexually molested and assaulted and you got smacked by your mom, expressing what happened to me was wrong.
It's dangerous to say
It's
anything.
dangerous, it's
Yeah.
not safe, you know what I mean? She's like, so it sounds like no one was able to hold the space for the younger part of you to be sad.
Yeah, because did she say if she suggested that she thinks you should do more treatments of the ketamine, or she's not sure?
Yeah, I mean, I asked her, I was like, what do you think? She said, well, I think, more integration for sure on the first session.
Okay.
And then we'll kind of keep exploring that and see what happens.
How are you doing? How are you feeling?
Good for the most part. Yeah, we
crazy?
found out this one was a girl, and I for sure thought it'd be a boy.
I know,
like,
it's
it's our
one-
last
I was like,
one. Come
damn
on.
it.
How long have you guys been down here now?
6 months, half a year.
Since October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I actually moved without him. Like, we were going through some problems.
But how do you feel? Because like she moves down here, and then eventually you were like, wow, I'm going.
We kind of like had a freak out moment. Like, okay, I'm doing this. And then like, oh, wait, we don't want to live without each other. And didn't you guys like go through a separation?
We did. Yeah, I was pregnant with Veda, so it was like 2.5
It didn't work
years
out very
ago.
well because I kept calling me.
No, he would always come to spend the night. And I was just like, I thought you were the one that wanted this, you know?
But being high school sweethearts isn't I don't feel like it's as glorious as people make it out to. Like, oh, you've been together since you're 16, and then you're like, oh, yeah, we have.
The thing is, too, is like when you're young and you're together and you grow up together, there's things, you grow and you change as you grow older. So, yeah, of course you're going to have bumpy roads and crap that you go through,
Well, I think
Like,
you
it's
either
not-
grow together or you kind of grow apart.
Yeah.
And how long are you guys together before you got pregnant?
Not long. Half a year.
Yeah, it's not a long time, especially at 16.
And we were just teenagers being stupid, weren't we?
Yeah, weren't we
Like,
all? If we didn't place Carly, we don't know if we would even be together.
We went through a lot.
A lot.
You guys have, I'm sure, after your firstborn,
Yeah.
like we've been through a lot of junk.
Well, two individuals working on themselves can make
Oh my God, a huge difference.
a
So much,
huge
and
Yeah.
we noticed that like self-care is super
yeah.
important. Like it makes you a better parent. It really does. People get it confused with being selfish. Like, no, it ain't being selfish.
I just started ketamine therapy recently, and that's been great because, you know, you get a shot of ketamine and then you just meditate for an hour and a half and you go through this healing process of like the therapist really works with you and all that stuff. So like, I don't know, I kind of go when I feel like I need it.
Ketamine therapy?
Ketamine.
Okay.
Yep.
But the kids are loving it here
Yes.
and stuff, yeah.
That's good.
I mean, we're having problems with the youngest, but he's like been hitting his teacher, mainly on the butt.
No.
He's just, yeah.
My whole school life was just, I was always suspended, expelled, kicked out, in the office, like all the time. So I just feel like kids are hyper. I think you're kind of blessed in a way of like, you can take him and kind of maybe channel that into something.
I'm at the beach the other day and Bronx is doing the perfect cartwheel.
Get him
What
into
about
gymnastics. He might kill it.
Like I've been telling her, you know, you take a boy that hasn't been in school, because he's never even been in school since we got here.
Right.
And so you throw him into a classroom with, you know, 15, 20 other kids that he don't know. You know, he has some behavior that needs to be dealt with.
Did the youngest just start acting out like just when you guys moved here?
He's always advanced slower than the other kids his age. Everything, walking, talking.
You know, Nova was saying so many words at 2, like really conversations. Veda's not. And at first I got worried and I was like, you know what, Catelynn, like all kids go at their own pace. Okay.
Do you notice a difference if you're just with him by himself, or, you know what I mean, between mom and dad? Like the behavior differences?
Yeah, all of our kids, like when they're around me, they're totally different than when they're around her. You
Isn't
know
that
what I mean?
crazy?
Yeah.
It's the mom curse, man. You guys come in and you just like, it's like toxified and the kids start going crazy.
It's dumb. But you know, that's all about being a parent, is trying to figure it out,
It's
right?
where every single day is
Yeah.
a door to grow. It's an open door to grow. And I also give myself a lot of blame because, in a way, the kids lost their mom for a whole year.
I understand the guilt.
I mean, I was sleeping until noon, and they would just kind of wake up and do their own thing.
I understand where you're coming from, though, because I honestly just said this to Tyler yesterday. Watching Nova, I was like, you know, like it still sometimes makes me sad for all the stuff that I put her through when she was so young. I mean, just in her 6 years of life, her mom has been to treatment 3 times. And I think I'll probably always have that little piece of guilt, but also I try to live every day now, like, you know, super involved. Like you're saying, like I make sure I'm there, I show consistency, but the guilt sucks sometimes. Okay, so we should probably go. My grandpa said Veda had a little tumble off the sofa, but she seems to be fine now. She just cried and I rubbed the back of her head. We were wondering how long it'll take you to get here.
I guess we all need to get back to our kids.
How long until they're 18?
Going back to school is a huge step for me. I have to make sure that the added pressure doesn't destabilize my mood and that I'm continuing to manage my mental illnesses. I just turned in a big paper and I'm waiting for my grade to post. It's taking forever to load in here.
What are you trying to load?
My schoolwork.
Like, do you feel like over the course of this class you've grown and you feel like you've got this?
I never feel like I got it. I put myself up to a very high standard to the point that I stress myself out. I've been like drafting out an essay for the last 3 weeks and then revising it, editing. You know, people like me, bipolar. We have this like perfectionist thing, you know, and if we mess up, you know, we feel really bad.
Where do you think the anxiety kicks in? Is it about this being maybe outside your comfort zone in a new like part of your brain that you're flexing?
It was something in the beginning of college that really stressed me out because I didn't think that I was going to be accepted because I had a GED. Personally, this means a lot to me because I want to be one of those people to help. Like, I got help. This nervousness inside me just keeps pulling me back.
What is there to be nervous about?
I'm not going to get that A that I want. I feel like if I don't get an A in psychology, that I've literally let every person down. Leah, James, everybody. Oh, I have a B. I'm disappointed I got a B on my psychology paper. Sometimes when I get down on myself, I get in my head and withdraw from the people I love. I don't want that to happen, so I'm talking with my therapist to help me get through it. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I don't know. I'm feeling okay. Probably in between depressive and mania.
What's been going on?
School has taken over my life. More than half of my class has already dropped out. It's hard.
I think you have a feeling of needing to prove yourself.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think the reason why like I do that is because like I've always been called stupid, you know, or you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do that. Where I grew up and the grades that I made, F's, D's, being, you know, kicked out of school, it's hard. It's a hard course to take. Now in my head, I'm having a little bit of anxiety. If it's not an A, oh my God, if it's a B, then if it goes to a C, I'm not gonna graduate. It's like...
It probably would help you to stay focused in the here and now.
Yeah.
I think if you focus too much on the past, you're gonna get inside your head too much.
Yeah.
Be mindful of taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
That's important to do.
Yeah, I gotta stay like in the here and now. I can't like keep going to the future and the past and like that. Like I just gotta like focus on what I'm doing right now. I think I need to do that for like everything right now in life, not just school, because you know me, like the anxiety and like that, like, and also everything else is like, it's like boom. It's just like a bomb like ready to explode.
I'm very supportive of what you're doing, but I'm also worried about what stress would do to you.
Yeah, I just need to relax.
I'm speaking only to your ears. I've been thinking a lot about where I want things to go with Bar, and I'm ready for us to get on the same page.
It's a nice day out here.
It is. I'm happy it's not summer no more.
Yeah, it's
anymore.
Cool enough to wear jackets now.
How you been feeling?
About what?
Just everything, us.
I mean, we get rocky patches and goes and miss.
I mean, I feel like I could do therapy, like personal therapy, like to work on like my responses. I also feel like moving forward, we should get into therapy and, you know, like really work it, really get with the therapist.
And we want to keep cool for Holly. But yeah, I don't know. I think we got some work to do, definitely.
So if we're gonna try to make it work, what I need from you is discipline in whatever you're choosing to do with your life.
Right.
Obviously the drinking was a thing, but like I feel like you've really gotten that.
Yeah, I do understand that part.
What do you feel like you need from me?
I don't know, maybe communication or something, you know?
I feel like I could learn how to better communicate.
Yeah, it's the way we deal with each other in the response.
I'm sometimes just automatically like you versus me, so I have to work on that.
So now the next step is just actually putting it into motion. We didn't have conversations about doing therapy and stuff like that and all of this, but now it's actually do it.
Yeah. And we gotta get through this court too. But like I do really love you. Like I do really love you. And I love my relationship, so I do want to save it. I feel like in my heart, I do really want to believe that things are gonna be different and things are gonna be amazing and things are gonna be great, but my head definitely understands the fact that there's a lot of work to be done, there's a lot of trust to be rebuilt, and that is not easy. It's gonna take a lot, and it's gonna take us both showing up, and so I'm cautious. I'm moving forward cautiously.
Leah, let's start with the positives, and I want to congratulate you on the success of your book, Hope, Grace, and Faith. Why was now the right time to open up about your addiction and your abortion?
Before I was so worried about, I just wasn't at peace with myself, with who I am, and I honestly just felt like I could take it. Like I could take the feedback that I would get from all angles, and when I carried that burden, it was something that now I feel like a completely different person, Nessa. And I know that may sound like I just do.
Tell me what you're feeling right now. Are you just so proud of everything?
Proud, yeah.
Is that what it is? Just everything you've been through and here you are?
Yeah. There's still some work, there's still some growth and evolving to do, but yes, I'm so proud of it. Like my kids have someone and that they can look up to and be inspired by and gain knowledge from.
Do you think you have broken the intergenerational cycle of trauma?
Yes! Yes.
Leah, you recently tweeted you would not be alive and thriving if the producers of Teen Mom hadn't helped you during your addiction. Can you explain what they actually did for you?
Damn it, you guys. I might need some tissues. Yeah, if it hadn't been for executive producers really steering me into a direction of where I had adequate resources and support, I would have killed myself.
So what do you want to tell other people out there who are struggling or who have family members who are struggling? Because those are two different things.
I would just say don't be afraid or ashamed to reach out for support. Some kind of support is so important.
Yes, it's critical.